Hi, I'm Chef Todd. Welcome to the Thrive Kitchen. Today we're going to use potato beads to make a Parmesan encrusted Tuscan herb potato cake. Oh, wow. That was a long one. You're going to enjoy it. On these Parmesan herb encrusted potato cakes, Tuscan, it's a mouthful, but these wonderful Tuscan style potato cakes are delicious. First, we're going to start off making our mashed potatoes using our potato beads. We're going to take 2 cups of water, put into a hot pan. We're going to add some salt. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to add 2/3 cup of milk. And we're going to bring that to a simmer. Okay, while that's coming to a simmer, we're going to turn another saute pan on. We're going to add a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of garlic. Then, once these potatoes are made, the mashed potatoes made, and then also the vegetables sauteed in the saute pan, we're going to fold those 2 mixtures together to create this really wonderful, flavorful kind of vegetable medley in a potato, and that is what we'll pack out into the potato cakes. But we first need to create a breading station. Now, a breading station usually, classically and typically, is flour, egg wash, breadcrumb. Using what we have, our wonderful Thrive foods, we're going to add our Thrive white flour to a bowl, our Thrive Chef's Choice all-purpose blend seasoning to the flour. Give that a little stir. Next stage is to create the egg wash. So for the egg wash, we're actually going to use this bowl. We're going to use our scrambled egg mix. We're going to use Thrive instant milk. Put those 2 together. Take your whisk and mix up those scrambled eggs. And you can see how easy that was to mix up. And you instantly have a wonderful, delicious egg. And I oftentimes will reconstitute our scrambled eggs using milk. Just gives it a little richness, a little more flavor, makes them a little more fluffy even. Okay, so there's our egg wash. So flour, egg wash, and the last step of breading is some kind of breadcrumb. We're going to make some panko, which is a really nice, crispy Chinese-style breadcrumb. And then we're going to mix a cup of Parmesan cheese. And then we're going to mix our freeze-dried parsley from our seasoning line. Okay, lightly toss this up together. And that's what the potato cake will go in last. Okay, then we're going to add our mushrooms to the saute pan. We're going to add some freeze-dried tomatoes, Thrive freeze-dried tomatoes, Thrive freeze-dried spinach, and Thrive freeze-dried onions. We're going to hit this with water. Okay, that's going to all reconstitute up nicely. Get all the flavor of that garlic off there. Let all those vegetables come together. We're going to season the vegetables with a little bit of our Chef's Choice all-purpose blend seasoning and a little bit of our freeze-dried Italian herb blend. Okay, so now this is really flavorful. So imagine stewing this for a little while, and then we're going to fold this mixture into our mashed potato mixture. When you're breading things at home, you can pretty much use all Thrive for a breading station. You can make bread with Thrive ingredients and dry it out and make your own breadcrumbs. We now have a great scrambled egg mix that will be able to be the egg mixture. And then flour and seasoning, because we have our basically our all-purpose blend seasoning now. Let's make some spuds. So we have this liquid. It's very hot. I'm going to turn our sauteed mixture off and just kind of let that steep and simmer to the side. Our mixture for the potatoes is really hot. The butter is completely melted. You see all that steam. Take your potato beads. Watch how hard this is. Pour them in the pan. Okay, wait, patience. Pretty soon, after about a minute, mashed potatoes. So flavorful, so delicious. These potato beads are enhanced with a little bit of butter and a little bit of seasoning to make them taste good by just adding water. Now this is good not just for a potato cake, but it's good for anything. It's good for Sunday dinners, it's good with pot roast, it's good for everyday cooking. It's just a wonderful Thrive ingredient. Okay, now the heat has still been on. I'm going to shut the heat off. I'm going to take our Tuscan vegetable mixture, mix it right into the potatoes, and just whisk. Okay? Once you have the Tuscan vegetables mixed in with the potatoes, you're going to want to let this cool or rest for about 30 minutes in the refrigerator so that the potatoes can really get firm and doughy, kind of like a dough, so that they'll be easier to pack out into cakes. I've taken the potatoes out of the pan. I just kind of spread them out on a plate to kind of speed up the cooling process. I've cooled them for 5 to 10 minutes, and that worked. And then we want to get our breading station, which is first flour and Chef's Choice all-purpose blend seasoning, milk and our scrambled eggs, Parmesan cheese, freeze-dried parsley, Thrive freeze-dried parsley, and breadcrumbs for the final coating. So you're going to take just a little bit of your potato cake, like so, roll it in a ball, make just a little patty, place it down into the egg mixture, place it in the breadcrumbs, and presto, you have a nice little potato cake. Just shape it and form it. Still a little warm, so it's a little bit soft, and shape it and form it and put it into a nice little cake. Okay? I've gone ahead and done a few up so you can see how they look. Go ahead and turn a hot skillet on. Put a fair amount of oil in the bottom of the pan. And we can start browning up these cakes. You want to make sure there's enough oil in the pan so that it completely caramelizes and doesn't get dry. You don't want them dry. You actually want them to shallow fry. Look how beautiful golden brown that is. Oh. And you can see the Parmesan nicely crusted in there. Once the potato cakes are golden brown on both sides, heated all the way through, you are going to have yourself a nice little treat. But look how perfectly golden brown and delicious. Thrive Foods is that easy. It takes just seconds and minutes to create a wonderful little side dish such as these Parmesan encrusted Tuscan potato cakes. I hope you enjoy this recipe because I sure have enjoyed it, and now I'm going to eat. Thank you so much for being in the Thrive Kitchen.